Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Another Friday upon us, and so is obviously another weekend, but this one not so nice. A nice day today, clear, calm, albeit cool, still followed by a stormy Saturday in store. We've got some watches, maybe some warnings to talk about possibly as well. The latest computer renderings in a few moments, and your forecast from the National Weather Service and your news today that paints a rather dismal picture for your Saturday with the possibility of some severe weather. There is a slight to enhanced risk of severe weather tomorrow, and the map to the left of your screen shows just that. The green swath in the northern part of the state, well, it looks to be just kind of a rainy event, maybe a thunderstorm or two. The orange, which encompasses a great deal of the viewing area, puts us in a slight category and more enhanced to our south and west. Thunderstorms could be moving into the area tomorrow and tomorrow night. Some of them may become severe and capable of producing large hail and high winds on Saturday afternoon and evening. An isolated tornado can't be ruled out for some folks. It would appear, though, that it might be something that, of course, would be more of a possibility, once again, to our south and to our west. No official watches or warnings at this moment. I might have one posted before the end of the program, but as of right now, just a standard word of caution, keeping your eye on the weather tomorrow as this front moves in. We'll see some activity early, I think, for much of the viewing area, possibly the first hit around noon, some showers thereafter, and then we'll see some more widespread showers and rain tomorrow evening. All in all, an inch or two of precipitation is possible, and that, of course, also means that there is a possibility of some flash flooding. Just exactly what we have had more than enough of to date. Let me say this before we go any further, as I've been closely following the situation, and I actually spoke to a few people of like mind that thought there was at least a possibility that a decision may be returned today by the Kentucky Court of Appeals as it pertains to the Magoffin County Judge Executive's race and the subsequent 3 separate appeals filed. As of right before 5 p.m. was my last point of contact. Nothing had happened on that front. I still have a little window of opportunity. There is a possibility that before the end of this show, should anything happen, we'll have that for you. But even though it was considered to be a possibility, nothing had happened as of just a few minutes before 5 o'clock. I'll closely watch that and let you know should anything happen at a late breaking hour on this Friday. But as of right now, nothing new to add on that front. I've got a lot of other news to add, though, so stay tuned. We'll talk a whole lot about the Dawkins Trail and about a whole lot of efforts to promote it and clean up areas around it beginning next. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband. Last night I had somebody with us telling us about the plans in the works for the first ever Royalton Festival. The Royalton Rail Trail Group, which has only been in existence for, I guess, a few weeks actually, has come a long way in a short period of time. And on that note, it's amazing to see what they got accomplished today with a whole lot of help from a whole lot of local folks, volunteers, residents, and a couple of dozen people from outside of not just Magoffin County, but Kentucky. Yesterday, Vicki Doucette was telling us about the Royalton Rail Trail Group's efforts in organizing the first ever Royalton Festival centered around our Dawkins Trail, complete with an organized 5K, bike ride, horseback ride, games, and all sorts of entertainment.
We'll have 4 bands scheduled, and we'll start out that morning with gospel music. We already have our t-shirts printed up, and everyone's loving them. They're $12 each, and up to a 2X, and they're $14. We've had committee meetings every Monday night since the 1st of April because we just started this festival the 1st of April. So we tried to do a festival in 2 months, but it's really pulling together. Today it pretty much looked like a full-blown attack on the area, if you will, in the form of a spruce-up day. Local and even out-of-state volunteers came in to try to spruce up this part of the Dawkins Trail and the surrounding area. They were doing everything from picking up garbage to hauling off large items for residents, just anything that they could see that could be done or needed to be done.
Ronald Reed of McGoffin County had equipment over on the Finley Arnett property, clearing a large piece of property, which will make way for 4 bands that they have to perform that night. A whole lot of parking, maybe even some camping, but definitely enough space to see that it's all done. And all of this is going to happen right in the downtown Royalton area, within a stone's throw of the Royalton Trailhead. That, of course, sits right in downtown Royalton. This is considered to be the trailhead and where a lot of folks will park and then get on the Dawkins Trail. And it sits immediately behind the Royalton United Baptist Church. And it was where today that they were out mowing, trimming, even painting houses in an effort to see that everything is as nice and presentable as can be for the first annual festival that they're hoping, well, they've already got plans made for the second one.
We're from Archbishop Moore High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a Marianist high school. And I came down with the Dayton group back in 1987. I've been bringing high school groups down since then. And we stay at the Dayton group's house up on Mine Fork. We come down, we visit families, we work with some of the people in the community. We learn about the reality of the area through CAP and Kentuckians for the Commonwealth and St. Vincent Mission. And have a chance just to get away from school and enjoy the beauty of the Appalachian region. So we work in the mornings pretty much, and then we try and get out and go to the nursing home or visit with some of the agencies in the area and visit families in the afternoon and the evening.
It feels great, you know. I come down here a lot to hike and everything, and you know, you just fall in love with the scenery and the people, and you want to do everything you can to give back to them. I've been coming here on and off for 5 years, but this is the first time I've went down with Moeller.
This is my first year down in the Appalachian region.
But he said definitely not his last. Now, the festival's not until the 30th of May, and I said at night a few moments ago, it actually starts at 9 o'clock that morning. A lot of headliners, Turning Ground, others that I mentioned yesterday. We'll go over the full list when I have it. And there's still a lot to be done. They do meet once a week up into the festival. You are asked to join them if you'd like to be a part of the planning. And it is all in an effort to see this area and this economy grow. They were pressure washing, painting houses, and anything and everything they could think of to do earlier today, but still much to be done. Keep in mind the group organizing the festival is the Royalton Rail Trail Group. They've been meeting only for a few weeks, but they meet every week right now, every Monday, 6 o'clock at the District 3 Fire Department. They encourage all Royalton and other residents to attend. The more the merrier. Now, after the festival, they may curtail that back to a monthly meeting, and then their next focus, as I told you last night, will be seeing that they have Royalton designated as a trail town, which is a huge accomplishment and of great benefit not to just everyone in Royalton, but everyone on the trail and everyone in the McGoffin and other surrounding area. So that's the Royalton Rail Trail Group. Another group, which is the Friends of the Dawkins Line, had an event set for tomorrow on the trail, another cleanup event, mind you, but with the bad weather looming, they have since sent me the following announcement that says, due to the weather forecast and the high school students volunteering to help them tomorrow, they decided to cancel the cleanup tomorrow. They have requested from the park personnel to reschedule the cleanup for next Saturday beginning at 9. I'll let you know as they may get that set, and they plan to meet at the Royalton Trailhead there, so we'll have to wait and see. She does say, Valerie Patrick, that being who sent the message out, I regret having to reschedule it. Mother Nature always wins, and she does. We've got more on the Dawkins Trail. It relates to the transportation cabinet and several $100,000, nearly $1 million in contracts awarded, and how one of them is very big in nature and how it pertains to the Dawkins Trail. But before I get to all that, here's your calendar, brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau. And it starts off with a couple of birthday wishes tonight. This one says, happy 15th birthday to Jackson Bryce Salyer, with a lot of love and best wishes from Mom, Brian, Bubby, Houston, family, and friends. They love you, so proud of you, and hope you've had an amazing big 15th birthday. Happy birthday tonight to Jackson Bryce. And I say things like the following on this show a little more than I care to admit, but you know me, I'm always painfully honest with you. I think I ran this birthday yesterday as I was supposed to, but for the life of me, I'm not 100% sure. So either for the first or second time, either belated or to repeat, happy birthday, Diane Howard, from Tim and Olivia. Happy birthday to you. We hope you've had a wonderful day. And birthday wishes tonight to Stephen Minix, from a host of your family and friends. Stephen, you too. We hope you had a wonderful birthday. Happy birthday to Stephen Minix. And just a couple of reminders before I break and we come back with other headlines. Revival starts this Sunday night, 6 o'clock at Tip Top United Baptist Church, and nightly thereafter at 7 p.m., and this is your official invitation. And a reminder that the Appalachian Hospice Care Organization and the Floyd County Extension Service has come together to partnership and have an event for caregivers. It's a caregivers support group in Floyd County at the Extension office this Monday evening, 6 to 7:30, and it is for all caregivers, regardless of what the situation might be. They realize that you too might need a little support, and they're there for you. And a reminder, Saturday, May the 16th, over at the Paintsville Lake, big fishing tournament hosted by the Sayersville Fire Department. $1,000 for first place, $500 for second. Big other big cash prizes, $100 per boat to enter. Call 349-3256 or 791-3256 to find out more. And call me absolutely anytime you've got a calendar announcement, birthday, anniversary, or otherwise, or a story or report that I don't know about. One of the biggest misconceptions I think that I have with this show is sometimes a lot of folks just think that I know it all, and I end up missing some of it. So feel free to share. And that goes for pictures, videos, anything else that you have that would make great news. We will be right back after the following funeral service announcement. We have one just forwarded to us on behalf of the Magoffin County Funeral Home. And it comes in honor, I'm told, of 67-year-old C.M. Whitaker of East Maple Street. C.M. passed away on yesterday's date, the son of the late Orville and Jane Whitaker. He is survived by his wife, Linda Bays Whitaker. Visitation is this evening. It continues all day tomorrow at the Magoffin County Funeral Home and on Sunday at the Sayersville Free Will Baptist Church prior to services. Those services will begin at 2. Once again, visitation tonight and tomorrow at the funeral home, and then Sunday before services at the Sayersville Free Will Baptist Church. Burial will be thereafter at the Johnson County Memorial Cemetery. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet for District 10 has awarded several contracts. They total more than $900,000 for 4 separate highway projects, all within the Department of Highways District 10. They are as follows: about $58,000 to resurface a little more than a half-mile of road in Perry County, another resurfacing project in Perry County, a nearly $35,000 project to install guardrail for almost 7/10 of a mile on Kentucky 1090, that's Bear Branch Road here in Magoffin County, and then a little more than $700,000 to build a bridge that will go across both 867 and the Licking River. The Department of Highways District 10 consists of 10 counties: Breathitt, Estill, Lee, Menifee, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, Powell, Wolf, and Magoffin County. And here in Magoffin County, the trestle, which once spanned across, as it still does, the Licking River, but also 867, no longer stretches across the 2-lane road. Well, after, I think a fire, after some other damages, and after it was deemed unsafe, it was torn down over the span of 867 and left as you see here. But the state is going to spend $702,500 with construction to be completed by this November the 1st as one of the portions to be completed along the Dawkins Trail. This, of course, will continue the line across Route 867, and I was very surprised, albeit pleased, to hear that they were going to include this in their project and build the rail trail back over 867 as it once was. Now, there's also some other news coming down that I just don't have time for this evening, but in regards to the one tunnel on the trail that, of course, saw it as the focus of arson, it is official that is going to be repaired and or replaced, and some other official news that we have just received that I just don't have ready to air, but we'll have more opportunities to talk about the Dawkins line in the near future and much more after that, because a whole lot, as you've seen here in the past couple of days and few weeks really, a whole lot of focus is being placed on the trail and the potential it has for our economy, for tourism, and for our lifestyle. Well, I want to bring a little light to something that a whole lot of folks have already had their attention drawn to. I've read through it one time in an expedited nature just earlier this afternoon, and I haven't formed an opinion on it as of yet. I want to take a little more time and go through it again. A whole lot of folks were participants in the report that was actually penned by someone with the Courier-Journal. It has since made its way on over to the USA Today publication, and I'm assuming from there made its way around the nation. And it focuses, as have many reports that might have some sort of a controversial nature, very directly on Sayersville and Magoffin County. And with the United States Supreme Court getting ready to hear arguments in just a very few days in cases from Kentucky as well as 3 other states that will have some definitive answer as to whether or not gays and homosexuals will have a constitutional right to marry, it focuses on that very subject. Now, I want to take issue with the very opening line of the report that says, tucked in the hills 100 miles east of Lexington, Magoffin County is best known for 2 things, election fraud and as the birthplace of pornographer Larry Flynt. I said I want to take issue with that, albeit I can't. As for Larry Flynt, even if you set aside his business, magazine publications that he owns, and the pornography business and the success he has made there, but his fight for freedom of speech is undoubtedly and has undoubtedly had historical marks on this country, and that cannot be disputed. And the truth is that when you ask someone who may be from elsewhere from Magoffin County, well, election fraud is going to be the first thing that they're going to have come to their mind. So it is indeed hard to dispute. But this report goes into the question as to what Magoffin Countyans perceive as the right way to go, if you will, in regards to gay marriage. It says it's still a social hearsay in eastern Kentucky. They do sit down and speak with several individuals, citizens, business people, local pastors, and much more. And it is an interesting read, one that I dare say again that I haven't read in its entirety as of yet. But go to usatoday.com. You can also find it on the Courier-Journal's website. I expect that it's going to be fodder for a whole lot of talk over the course of the weekend and thereafter. While a great deal of the substance for the article is based on opinions of all those individuals that they did interview, as I said, local pastors, business persons, and other individuals, it is also based on some voting history of Magoffin County and how the county has been represented at the polls on items such as a vote on a ban for gay marriage that took place in 2004. Once again, an interesting read, of which I'll be doing some more of this weekend, and I suspect we'll be talking about it here on the program and perhaps elsewhere, certainly around the water cooler at a later time. And I'll be a couple of minutes short tonight. I've got a report that I just had started to put together, but it got kind of put off until Monday, and I'll shed some light on that situation. It's one of those neat reports, and I guarantee you'll only see it here in Your News Today. And I have just checked again just a few moments ago at about 1 minute till 6, and there were no updates, no decision returned by the Kentucky Court of Appeals. So we'll have to wait until next week or thereafter before we know something on that front. I hit 72 today. It felt like it maybe. I don't know if it felt that warm or not. We started off, I had 32 degrees at the newsroom here at the studio this morning, which was a bit higher than what I'd expected. I expect to see 48 degrees tonight and really close to that under mostly cloudy skies. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms is not a threat until mainly after 3 a.m. Thereafter, we'll see a lot of activity. We'll see showers, possibly a thunderstorm before 11 in the morning, then showers and thunderstorms maybe even between 11 and 4, maybe even picking up in intensity thereafter. Some, especially Saturday evening, I think could produce some heavy rainfall, an inch or two altogether. Also some hail, some winds, and a tornado threat already associated with this system. We are in the slight risk category as of right now at this time. With that said, that's all I can say, as keeping your eye on the weather tomorrow is another one of those musts. For the latter half of your weekend, mostly cloudy, 63, a chance of showers and thunderstorms will dissipate throughout the day, and then we'll see partly cloudy and I believe calm skies Sunday night around 40. 62 on your Monday, 66 Tuesday, 65 Wednesday, 68 Thursday. That 68 is the peak. We still don't get to the 70s. We fall backwards a degree or two by this time next week. Not a 70 in sight. And we've got perhaps maybe more sun than showers next week, but tomorrow indeed is the big threat of the forecast. Thank you. That's my time. So glad, as always, you could spend yours with us. Have a wonderful weekend. More news you'll only see on Your News Today, Monday. Thank you, and have a good night.